Hey, it's Nishay and Angela. We wanted to give a little tribute to Daryl ourselves. Following Andre Barefield's lead, he asked us to keep his legacy going by talking about him and keeping him alive. So, what do I remember about Daryl? I don't remember when I met him. That's one thing I can say. I do know that I was a cheerleader on the Rough Riders in Pop Warner, as were you.
Yes, I was.
And your sister choreographed some stuff for us. I do know that. But what I remember the most is, dang, he could dance. That's what I remember going, why does he dance that well? And he's white, and it's in the 80s, like it wasn't like it wasn't heard of. But, after a while, you just kind of forget about that. But he was so cool and so lovable and so nice. And he DJ'd my party for me. I had a party at my house. It was supposed to be 10 people. It ended up being 100 people. And he brought his turntables like at 5 o'clock. He was at my house, and he didn't ask to get paid or anything. He was just like, and I'm like, I need a DJ. He's like, I'll do it. So he came, and Troy was there, and Mark was there, and Andre was there, and we had some libations, and my mom was there, and the police were there, and it turned into this really fantastic night. But at the end of it all, everybody spent the night, and Daryl and Andre helped clean up. And Daryl even left the turntables so we'd have music to clean up to for the next morning. He'd even take them apart, which was awesome. I remember moonlighting. I always refer back to that because we danced a lot. And Daryl and I had we could just read each other. So we would just, we didn't have to we could just do it. Like if we were doing the Reebok, we would just break off into something else. And then we break off into the WAP after that. We just had this dance chemistry, and it worked for us, and we would win. And he was always smiling when he danced. So you dance harder because he's yeah, because he's smiling. And it was just really cool. He was a fantastic human being that we all love and miss. And at the same time, I haven't seen this lovely woman since I was 14 probably. So 28 years ago.
Yeah.
She was my neighbor, and we were just talking about the circles. I didn't even know she knew Daryl because she went to a different high school.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Daryl, I wouldn't be here with her today. It just wouldn't have been. So he created a miracle right there, and there's going to be so many people I want to see. So Angela, why don't you give your...
Well, like Nishay was saying, I even forgot when we were cheerleading with the Rough Riders that he was on the team at that time. But I knew him through Jamie and Michael and his family. And one year he was at Andrew Hill, and he decided to be this sweet gentleman and share his locker with me. I didn't have a locker, so he shared it with me. And he is just very authentic, a very sweet guy. I mean, I went on to meet his mother. She was the first to pluck my bushy eyebrows, and I believe she gave me one of my piercings in my ear here.
Oh.
But that was a long time ago, and I could just remember there's this little look that he gives. It's kind of corny, but it's a sweet little gesture look in his face, and he's just the sweetest man. He's sweet, and he's authentic, and he was himself. When I heard that he passed, it was just hard. It was really hard, and I thought a lot about his children and his girlfriend, wife. I too lost someone, so I know how hard that is. But anyway, we're here to pay respect to him and let everybody know what we think of him. And I'm going to miss him so much. I mean, I already had with just time and space, but thank goodness for Facebook. It has brought us all together because it took one post and boom, we're all connected. And we're all here to pay respect to him and his family, and to show him how much we love him. So I am truly going to miss him.
Yeah. Even through all the years of not, seeing him, and I lived in a different state. I left right after high school. There's certain people you think about, and you just know they're okay because you know who they're with. And that's what I kind of felt about Daryl. I didn't have to have a lot of communication, but I always will have a connection to him because of who he hung out with. And those are some of my closest friends too. So anyway, yes, it's a hard moment, and we're going to all have to be there for each other. Not that you wish anybody would go, but he was the last person
that you would expect.
That you would expect to get that, to hear that about, so that he was gone. So his spirit is still here. He's physically removed.
And just remember, he invented the title White Chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
We love you, Daryl, and
Love
we're gonna hold it down for you here. Make sure everybody's okay, all your people. All right. Everybody else, post something. Post something. Share the love. Don't be shy. It's okay to be open and cry and do all that stuff. It's normal. So, peace out, everybody.